My name is Joseph Rothomio. I work with Chambogo University in the School of Education. This is in Uganda. I saw that advert on our platform, and at that time it was a COVID time where our meeting was very difficult, and I got interested because that was a time I'd just finished my PhD, and I wanted to see how I can translate in my research into a policy document which can help to bring policy reforms and end up contributing to the development of the education system in Uganda. After this course, I remember we did an assignment. We were asked to come up with a policy brief, and I was able to write a one-page document bringing out the critical issues which could easily be shared with the politicians and also our administrators. As academicians, normally we do basic research, and at the end of the day it remains in the library or in the archives, not even utilized. And to any serious academician, if you want to have an impact, then you should be able to translate your findings into policy documents, policy briefs, share it with the politicians, and then the implementers will take it up, and that's when society will be able to realize our importance in causing development.
My name is Notando Dunjana, and I'm a postdoctoral research fellow at Nelson Mandela University in Georgetown, South Africa.
My name is Dr. Juliet Shayesimira. I'm a lecturer in the Department of Biological Sciences, Chambogo University in Uganda.
My name is Dr. Erzia Wilson. I'm a lecturer at the University of Dar es Salaam Business School in Tanzania.
I finished my doctoral studies in 2019, and after I was done, I was like, so now what next? So in my quest to find out how I could contribute to national development in my country, I approached the Director of Graduate and Research at my university in Chambogo, trying to express need and interest to how he could help me. And so he's the one who introduced me and told me about this opportunity. I wanted to know how I could be able to use my research, it's contributing to national development. And so I found there was a big opportunity, a mentorship opportunity that would help me to be able to work with my research project and be able to inform policy in my country. So I found it was interesting, and this is what I was actually looking for.
I found out about the course when I got an email from the challenge lead, AgriFoSe challenge leader Madeleine, who shared this course, and I was interested because I feel there is a lot that we can achieve as researchers if our findings can be translated into policy and practice.
I received an email about the course from a colleague in the AgriFoSe project who is based in Sweden at the Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences, and she informed me about the course. To me, it was a timely email because I was thinking actually about how do I communicate my findings. I completed my PhD last year. Yes, I've published some articles, but I thought it was a good time for me to start thinking about how do I take my findings, partly from those which I did in the PhD, but for other research that I'm doing from this time to time. I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to sign up so that I learn more about how to communicate the findings to the general public, but also how do I contribute to policy formulation.
So smallholder agriculture is a very critical and essential aspect of Africa's food security and livelihoods. However, this sector is not performing so well, and there is need for multiplayer and multi-sectoral support. From this course, the question that I'd like answered is the how part. How do we get the researchers and the policymakers collaborating so that the research findings can be used to inform policy, and then we can make a difference?
I think the course meets my expectations. It's a very well packaged course, especially on how to package the message that you want to communicate to police. How do you identify the person you speak to, and how do you plan your engagement, the timing, the content, the plan who to meet when. So you need to be specific on that, so have to have an impactful message communicated timely.
This course has been very interesting, and I've been actually looking forward to undertaking this course. More so learning how to engage policy, but more so how to identify the key stakeholders. You need to be able to identify the actors who can be able to inform the policy. So I find it is going to be a process of how I'm going to be able to, make my research useful, and people will be able to learn more about it. Before I published, yes, but who knows about my research or what I did? But this has been an opportunity to know whom to engage out there and to make my research useful.
So I think I'll take it with me back to the university, and I'll set a time to write something about this, a report, and how do I contribute to the university, especially on the training, similar training like this.
I'd like to see what we do make a difference and a change in people's lives.
My name is Anders Ekbom. I work at the University of Gothenburg in Environment for Development Global Hub in the School of Business, Economics and Law, and I'm from Sweden. It dates back actually to 2008 when we started to give a course on research policy interaction to PhD students in environmental economics. And then it has taken different turns, and it's broadened and also been given to various researchers, PhD students, and also in research programs like this. But in the context of AgriFoSe, I think it started in 2015 or so. And we've been giving it to Asian researchers and African researchers. Well, I think generally it's like two parts. One is more conceptual and perhaps a bit theoretic, not too theoretic, but just to place research policy interaction into its more conceptual context, because there is a lot of research done on research policy interaction. So we talk about that, and roles and models for research policy interaction, and also the broader research policy landscape. So these belong to the conceptual parts. And then there is the skills part, to develop the participants' skills to communicate through policy briefs, press releases, or just orally, brief oral sort of speaks or talks in various contexts. So they learn how to express themselves clearly in words and also in orally. I think it gives them opportunities to advance themselves as researchers. Through research policy interaction, they can get ideas from actors outside academia. They could get access to data, maybe be more competitive when they apply for funding, because I know that society places higher value of not only excellence in terms of research, but also relevance, that research money should be useful somehow to society. And if you can explain that through your plan and also your implementation of the plan to reach out better with your research to stakeholders, and also bring stakeholders into your research, through that you can learn a lot, I think, in the formulation of your problems, research focus, and also things like access to data, have someone who is interested in your results coming in and providing comments and perspectives on your research. Well, I think it takes the program a step further. I think it's good that it, as far as I know it, synthesizes research, painting a picture of what we know about things. But this course helps these researchers to take what they know based on their research into other arenas, to other stakeholders. And many of them are very comfortable doing research among peers and among colleagues, but less experienced in reaching out to others. Many of them want to do that, but they don't really know how to do it. So this very brief course gives them some tools on how to do it. But of course, if you're to be very skilled, then it takes a lot more than a short course like this. But it sort of sows a little seed and encourages them and give them some inspiration to do this. And we also give them, as I said, some tools on how to take like the first steps to reach out more and better with their research.